North Carolina Congressman and Tea Party champion Mark Meadows filing a motion to oust John Boehner from his post as Speaker of the House. Just the latest in a years-long battle between the GOP's old and new guards. Joining us now from Engaged Communications Group, Andy Busch, and from Potomac Research, Greg Valliere. Gentlemen, always good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Morning.
What do you think? Should John Boehner be taken out, Andy?
Well, this measure's going nowhere. It's going to go to the Rules Committee. It's going to sit there because it's controlled by Boehner's people. But it brings up a larger point. What does Meadows want from this? He wants a little bit of revenge for being taken off of his committee and losing his gavel, although he got it back. But really, this is about 2017, when I think Boehner will step down, and that's what Meadows wants. He's part of the conservative group that's pushing back against Boehner and pushing back against some of the moves that Boehner's done over the last 6 months.
Yeah, but can you really say that it's only about that, you know, and not about the fact that, you know, Greg, what have they gotten done? I mean, I mentioned earlier, after November and the Republican win, there was so much optimism that these guys would really get things done, like tax reform, like big things. And what can you name what they've gotten done?
Not a lot, and I think you hit on a very important point. And by the way, Andy's right. Boehner's not going anywhere. I think this is an implicit message to Boehner from the right wing, and of course the talk radio base loathes Boehner. It's an implicit message. If you compromise again with Nancy Pelosi this fall, like he has in the past on budget issues, you better be careful about keeping your job. It's a threat to Boehner to try to keep him in line.
I think people are, Monica Crowley, people are in his party are feeling let down.
Yeah, and as a conservative, I do think John Boehner should go because I don't think he's been an effective leader on the points that you mentioned in terms of a proactive agenda, but also in terms of blocking Barack Obama. I think he either doesn't understand who Obama is or just doesn't have the will to block him. But the point here with the Meadows thing is that if you're going to attack the king, then you have to take the king out. Right. This was very ill-conceived. He doesn't have the support to do it. You guys are absolutely right. He is going to survive. You got to get your act together if you're going to take a stab at the king.
It looks like
very good analysis.
It looks like sour grapes, though, because Mark Meadows lost that subcommittee chairmanship because he didn't vote the way that the leadership wanted him to vote. Then he got it back when he went public with it. But this is just an extension of that.
Well, but Boehner has also retaliated against conservatives. And so it's not just Mark Meadows. It's the whole conservative bloc and the Republican Party saying, look, we're trying to bring the party back to its founding principles, and you're blocking us?
Greg, it's Keith. Do you think that that he actually has it in him to take the king out? Or he just wants to make sure he pads himself and sets himself up for the post-Boehner era?
I think it's more the latter. He can't take him out. And really, the big issue is, who is the logical replacement? I'm not sure Kevin McCarthy would be all that palatable to the right. Paul Ryan would be great, but I think he would rather work in the next few months on tax reform.
What do you think they are getting wrong? What should Boehner be focused on right now? I mean, there's criticism about the fact that they're not holding Hillary's feet to the fire on these emails and the foundation donations. There's criticism that they are not doing enough for the Iran deal, Obamacare. All of these things sort of came and went.
Well, I would argue that they don't have the votes. I mean, that's the important thing. Even on the Iran deal, they probably don't have the votes to override a veto. If you don't have the votes, it's pretty difficult to get the Ted Cruz agenda through Congress.
Sandra, what do you think?
Oh, well, I think it's a tough spot. I think as far as the Conservative Party is concerned, as far as the Republican Party is concerned, I'm sorry, the Conservatives obviously have shown upset with Boehner. But as far as just the party itself, I think, Monica, there's just a huge task at hand. And we're seeing that with this election cycle.
And it's very divided, the party.
No, it's totally divided.
Yeah. I mean, it's really a struggle for the soul of the Republican Party.
As you see in the presidential race.
Let me just jump in and say one of the things that missing from the Republican Party is an economic agenda to get growth. I mean, if that's social issues aside, let's have that. Let's be the party of getting economic growth and getting freedom that way. I don't see a candidate out there, Trump included, that has a logical, coherent plan that may involve tax reform. That would be fantastic. Get out in front of that. Let's do that. I don't see it.
All right, guys. Great analysis as always. Andy Busch, Greg Valliere, thanks so much.
Okay.
We'll see you soon.